Today I'm going to make two different dishes. It's going to be one salmon, very like Nordic style with some modern twists. We're going to have one king crab dish, which is a little bit Asian infused, but with some nice techniques. So it's going to be fresh and very good food. We're going to focus on the main ingredient, the seafood. The first thing we're going to do is start with the salmon dish. The salmon, this is fresh salmon. I'm going to cut it up in portion size. So if you're thinking like a first course, so it's roughly 50 to 60 grams. What you're going to do with this is sugar salt it. The reason why we sugar salt this is because the fish sets up a little bit and you get this nice taste of the salt inside the fish. So this is 60 to 40, 60 with salt and 40 with sugar. So we're just going to sprinkle a little bit on the plate. Just cover it lightly. This is going to sit for roughly 10 to 15 minutes. All depends on how thick the fillet is. If you've got a very thick fillet, just let it sit for a long time because it sets up the fish and it keeps it really fresh. And also the very fishy taste disappears a little bit, so it's very mild to eat. With this salmon, we're going to serve it with some Nordic stuff. Here I have egg cream. This is egg yolks that I've put in, baked in sous vide in a vacuum bag with a little bit of butter. Put it in a water bag or bain marie for 68 degrees on roughly 30 minutes. Depends on egg yolks, how big they are. But when you start to set up, put them in a blender, add some butter, tempered butter or room tempered butter, blend it up, and you get a perfect egg cream. And this is what gives this fattiness to the dish, so it becomes more heavier than just a regular plain salmon. With this, we're also going to have some apple vinaigrette. We're going to cut some fresh apple. But we're going to sprinkle this with a dill oil or a green oil. This is dill, you can use parsley as well. You blend it in a blender with some sunflower oil and you blend it into like a thin pesto. This salmon of roughly 10 to 15 minutes now. Cold water, not hot water. Just flush away everything. And you can feel on the fish that it's actually setting up. Put it in a pan with some oil. Then we put it in the oven. Now I'm going quite high on this temperature, so it's 80 degrees. But I'm going to take it out and let it rest so the temperature will sift very firmly into the fish. We're also going to serve with salad. We have radish and fennel. We're just going to cut thinly. So what I'm using here is a mandolin. It's a very sharp blade, which I can adjust the size of it, how thick I want it. We'll just keep them here. Okay, so here on the salmon, you can see that it's still very firm, but it's still cooked. And you don't want it more baked than this. You can see it's starting to fall apart. That's a very good sign. Okay, so now we're going to start plating this dish. As I told you, I want the fish to be the main thing. So this, we're just going to pipe on. Some salt. All over. This you just have to do à la minute, or else it's just going to fall after 1 minute or 2 minutes. I have this beautiful roll I brought from Norway. This is salmon roll, and this is perfect. This is like marble now. It's just bouncing. This is some of the best roll you can get. We at the Kulinaariainstituut get them directly from the fishermen. That they grow a specific salmon just for this roll. Just the price on this salmon is very, very expensive. And this beautiful salmon roll. And with this green oil, you just make the whole thing complete. And just a little bit around. This is some flowers that I brought from Norway. This is apple flower. It's a very nice flower to use